Hello again, welcome back. Welcome to a new class number 126. Not bad. Yes, little by little, we are achieving our objectives. Little by little, we are accomplishing the mission. Mission possible, not mission impossible. And a mission cada vez más posible conforme hagas un esfuerzo. The more effort you make, the more possible this mission is. This is definitely not mission impossible. Definitely no es definitivamente in English. Definitely means sin lugar a dudas. This is definitely not mission impossible. This is mission probable, because you're going to make an effort to help me achieve my objectives, which are your objectives too, really. Okay, let's change to camera number 1 and start. Let's get down to work. Let's get down to work. Let's get this show on the road. Okay, camera number 1. All right, review, translation list. Dile que espere mi decisión. Tell him to wait for. To wait for. Tell him to wait for my decision. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him, tell him, tell him. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him to wait for my decision. Yes, and my decision will be, I will communicate my decision to the organization at 12 o'clock noon tomorrow. So tell him that he can expect my decision at 12 o'clock tomorrow. At 12 o'clock? No, tell him he can expect my decision by 12 o'clock, because maybe I'll communicate my decision before that, but at 12 o'clock at the latest. So tell him not necessarily to expect my decision at 12 o'clock. Tell him to expect my decision by 12 o'clock. By significa para las 12 como más tarde. Podría ser antes. Okay, les conté tu versión de la historia. I told them your version of the story. And they don't believe it. Why? Because they have heard the other version 100 times. And this is the first time they've heard your version. Your version. And so sometimes the different versions, it depends on how loud you shout, okay, how much noise you make. But I told them. Un nativo diría muchas veces, I told them, para them. Cuando comemos letras y sílabas, toletum. I told them your version of the story, and they didn't believe it. Alguien va a tener que llamar a María. Somebody is going to have to call Maria. Somebody's going to have to call her. And I'm not going to call her because I called her last week. So I'm not going to do it this week. To give her the bad news, I had to call her last week to give her the first part of the bad news. But I'm not going to call her this week to give her the rest of the bad news. So somebody's going to have to call her. Somebody's going to have to call her. Call her. A caller es una persona que llama. Una llamada entrante es a caller. Okay? Caller ID, identificación del que llama. Caller ID. Sin embargo, llamar a ella, cuando lo decimos de corrido, nos comemos la H de her. Call her. Okay? I'll call her. Yo la llamaré. Somebody's going to have to call her. I'm not going to call her. Are you going to call her? Okay, ¿me puedes sumar estas cifras, por favor? Can you add up these figures, please? Can you add up these figures for me? ¿Me puedes sumar? Can you add up these figures for me, please? I'm not good in adding and subtracting, but you are. You're a human calculator. So can you add up these figures for me? It's a long column of 27 figures. Each one is a 5-digit figure. That's a lot of adding up. Can you add up these figures for me, please? Okay, vale. ¿Quién tuvo la genial idea, eh? Who had the great idea? Come on. You know, yesterday in this show, a person here, I don't know who, had the idea of using camera 3. And so, in one of the segments, we decided to use camera. Well, I didn't decide. Maria told me, today we're going to try camera 3. And it was a fiasco. And I lost 9 minutes of my time. And I had to repeat the entire segment. And I said, okay, who had the great idea? And Maria said, no me mires a mí. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I was angry. I was really upset. I don't like to waste 9 minutes of my time. Okay? And because I improvise when I teach, the 9 minutes of improvisation I thought were good. I didn't have to go back and start again. And of course, you never improvise the same way. So that content, esos contenidos, en inglés se dice en singular, that content was lost forever. I can never repeat it because it's improvisation. And you can't repeat something you improvise the same way. It's never the same. And it was a brilliant 9 minutes that I did on camera number 3. And we couldn't do it. There was a mistake. Camera number 3 wasn't ready. And I said, okay, ¿quién tuvo la genial idea? Who had the great idea? And Maria, her eyes como plato, she said, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. No fui yo. It wasn't me. No fue culpa mía. Eludía la culpa. Yeah. She said, it wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. And I said to Maria, well, whose fault was it? It was Seve's fault. Seve's fault? I'm going to talk to Seve using camera 3, wasting 9 minutes of my content, all right, that I can't repeat now, okay? Content si viene en la plural, contents. Cuando es el contenido físico de una caja de contents. Pero cuando es contenido de un programa de televisión y de radio es content, okay? Y también el índice de un libro es the table of contents. El índice al principio, no al final. The table of contents, okay? All right. No fue culpa mía. It wasn't my fault. Fault escrito. It wasn't my fault. En español de España decís no ha sido culpa mía o no he sido yo. En inglés siempre en el pasado. No fui yo, no fue culpa mía. It wasn't me, it wasn't my fault. Nos costará una fortuna. It'll cost us a fortune. Fortune. Chun 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 chun. Fortune. Es una che dura. Fortune. Nos costará. It'll cost us. Cost us. Fijaos lo fuerte que es la letra T cuando se enlaza con la U de us. Cost us. Cost us. Las costas bravas. Okay? La costa brava. Cost us. It will cost us a fortune. Los papeles estaban por aquí esta mañana, María. The papers were around here this morning. I don't know where they are now. I have no idea. He intentado todo. I've tried everything. And now I'm going to try to stop and rest. So I'll pass you to another teacher.
Hello everyone, my name is Leila. Soy Leila. Estoy aquí con mi alumna Mamen. Mamen, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. And you?
I'm doing great, thank you. Are you ready to practice? And you,
Yes.
Mamen?
Yes, I'm ready.
Ready to do what?
To practice.
Exactly. Okay, recuerda que mientras más practiquéis, más se os quedan todas las cosas. The more you practice, the more things stay, okay? All right, let's begin now. This is comprehension of numbers in general, okay? Os voy a decir una frase muy larga. All right,
Okay.
Os voy a decir una frase muy larga y quiero que me la contestéis, okay? Then I'll ask you how many, okay? All right, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, all right. I bought 15 boxes of eggs for the giant omelette we wanted to make at the party. Okay? I'll repeat it. I bought 15 boxes of eggs for the giant omelette we wanted to make at the party. How many boxes of eggs did I buy?
15 boxes of eggs.
Okay, I want you to give me the complete sentence, la frase completa.
You bought 15 boxes of eggs.
Okay, why did I buy 15 boxes of eggs?
To make a
Give me the complete sentence.
You bought 15 boxes of eggs to
What?
make
Who?
15 boxes of eggs.
Who? ¿Quién?
You.
Okay, you.
You.
Quería que me pronunciaras eso una vez más.
Okay.
One more time.
You.
Be careful with that word, okay?
Okay, you bought 15 boxes of eggs to make a giant omelette.
Exactly. Okay, to make a giant omelet. And what did I buy 15 boxes of eggs to buy a giant omelet for? To make a giant omelet for?
To make 12.
The party.
Ah, for the party, yes. Yes. You bought 15 boxes of eggs to make a giant omelette for the party.
Exactly. Okay, to make a giant omelet.
Omelette.
Okay. All right. How many boxes of eggs do I need to make the giant omelet?
You need 15 boxes of eggs
To do
to
what?
make a giant omelette.
Okay, very good. I need 15 boxes of eggs to make a giant omelet. Okay, very good. All right, the next one. My uncle's house is just 2.5 miles from the airport. My uncle's house is just, or only, okay, está a solo. My uncle's house is just 2.5 miles from the airport. Lo siento, seguimos utilizando las millas que no nos acostumbramos a los kilómetros, okay? So, my uncle's house is just 2.5 miles from the airport. All right, so how far is my uncle's house?
Your uncle's house is 2.5 miles from the airport.
Okay, yeah, be careful here. It's always 2.5, okay? 2.5. 2.5 is 2.5, okay? I'm sorry, how far is my uncle's house?
Your uncle's house is 2.5 miles from the airport.
Okay, exactly. What building is it 2.5 miles from?
The airport.
Okay, the complete sentence.
The building that is 2.5 miles from is the airport.
Okay,
The building of the airport.
The building that is 2.5 miles from your uncle's
Your
house
uncle's house
is.
is the airport.
Okay, now repeat that one more time for me.
So the building that is 2.5 miles from my house, from your house,
From my
uncle's house, sorry, is the airport.
Exactly. Okay, so the building that is 2.5 miles from my uncle's house is the airport. Okay?
Yeah.
The center is only half an hour walking. The center is only let's say the center is only half an hour from here. Let's change it, okay? The center is only half an hour from here.
Yes.
How far is it from here?
How far is it from here?
Uh-huh.
1.5 hours from here.
Half an hour.
Half an hour from here.
Okay? ¿Habéis oído la frase completa? No me ha dado la frase completa, ¿verdad? Mom,
No,
give me the
but-
complete sentence.
Wait a minute because I understand.
Okay, do you want me to say it again?
Yes,
Okay.
because
The center is only half an hour away from here.
yes, the center is half an hour away from here.
Okay, exactly. Ask me how far the center is from here.
How far is the center from here?
Okay, what does she want to know? ¿Qué quiere saber? She wants to know how far the center is from here. And it's?
Half an hour
Okay, from where?
from the center.
It's
From-
half an
from
hour?
here.
From here, exactly. Okay.
Yes.
The movie was 96.5 minutes long. Okay, the movie was 96.5 minutes long. How long was the movie?
96.5 minutes.
The complete sentence.
The movie was 96.5 minutes long.
Exactly. Okay, the movie was 96.5 minutes long. Okay, numbers. Hay que practicarlos. All right. See you next time.
Okay, welcome back. Okay, are you watching my program now? Thank you. I'm glad you're watching my program, or this program, Aprende Inglés TV and Vago en Inglés 4.0. But let me ask you a question. Why did you choose to watch this program? Or today, why have you chosen to watch this program? Sorry? I can't hear you. Speak up, please. I can't hear you. Well, listen, tell me on camera 1, because usually I can hear my students better on camera 1 than on camera 2. So let's change. My question was, do you remember my question? Do you want me to ask you again? Okay, well, why have you chosen to watch this program today? Why have you chosen to watch? ¿Se puede decir en castellano por qué has elegido ver este programa hoy? Suena, no se dice tanto, eh? In English, yes. Why have you chosen, why have you made the decision to watch this program today? Why have you chosen this program today? Why have you chosen to watch me right now? Any reason? Is it because you need to improve your English? Is it because you enjoy this program? Is it because you don't have anything else to do? Is it because it's the first time and you're curious to find out what this program is like? ¿Cómo es este programa? What is this program like? Do you want to know what this program is like? It's a demanding, interesting, stimulating program for learning English. And if you don't need to learn English, still, en todo caso, still aquí estoy, it could be stimulating for other people too, who don't need to improve their English. A lot of native people watch this program, and a lot of English teachers, ajenos a Baugan, watch this program to learn how to teach. So indirectly, we are training English teachers how to teach in an active, fun, dynamic way. So we're helping people not only to improve their English, but we're helping current English teachers to improve their skills in class, their classroom dynamics, su dinámica de clase, su de ellos, their classroom dynamics, con C al final. Dynamics is la dinámica, all right? La física is physics, con S. Okay? La mecánica is mechanics. La matemática, mathematics. La acústica, acoustics. Muchas de estas palabras de raíz griega tienen S al final. Hay algunas excepciones. La música es music, no musics. La química no es chemics, it's chemistry. So there are a few, but very few exceptions. The rest are thermodynamica, thermodynamics. La balística, ballistics. All right? So these are Greek words, and they have an S, but they're singular, except the word acoustics. The acoustics in this studio are good, all right? Except sometimes Maria makes noise, and then the acoustics are not good. But in any case, I can handle that problem. All right, so to choose, chose, chosen. Every day I choose something in life. Life is full of choices. In life, you have to make choices. You have to make decisions. You have to choose. You have to choose. And sometimes your parents choose for you. Sometimes your father says, I want you to study law. I studied law, and your grandfather studied law. So you, Pablo, you are going to study law. Fine. So sometimes you don't choose. Sometimes somebody else chooses for you. Desarrollad una buena agilidad con este verbo. A veces no eliges tú tu carrera. Otra persona la elige por ti. Sometimes you don't choose your degree plan or your major. Another person or somebody else chooses it for you. Did you choose your degree, or did somebody else choose it for you? Have you chosen a degree yet? And when you chose this program, this question is for the registered students in 4.0. Why did you choose the intermediate program? Why didn't you choose the beginners program? Why didn't you choose the advanced program? Why did you choose the intermediate program? Do you agree that your level is at intermediate, or do you think you know more? Or do you think you know less? Is this too easy for you, in your opinion? Or is it too difficult for you? Or is it just right? Did you choose the right program, the right course? Should you have chosen the beginner's course or the advanced course? If you had a second chance, which course would you choose? All right. And next year, will you choose to continue, or will you choose to quit, to give up, to stop? All right? Elegí un par de zapatos negros. I chose a black pair of shoes. I didn't choose a brown pair. I chose a black pair. Y no elegiste lo que yo elegí. You didn't choose what I chose. I chose the red one. Here I have a lot of pencils. I'm going to choose one. Tell me to choose a pencil. Richard, yes? Could you please choose a pencil? Fine. Well, which one do you want me to choose? I don't care. Choose whatever you want. There's 16 pencils here. Come on, give me some indications. Give me some orientation. What pencil do you want me to choose? I don't care. Choose whichever one you want. Fine. Well, I'll choose a black one. All right? There. I've chosen a black one. Is that okay? Well, Richard, why did you choose the black pencil? Why did I choose the black pencil? I chose the black pencil because I had to choose something. So I said, well, the black one? Why not? Why not the black one? Don't get upset with me. You told me to choose whichever one I wanted, so I chose the black one. You don't like my choice. What's your problem? All right. Next time, tell me which one to choose, okay? Now, I'll choose another one. Which one do you want me to choose? Choose whichever one you want. Are you sure? Can I choose whichever one I want? Well, I'll choose the blue one. Richard, why did you choose the blue one? Because you told me to choose whichever one I wanted, so I chose the blue one. But you weren't supposed to choose the blue one. Come on. You told me I could choose any one I wanted. You told me I could choose whichever one I wanted. Versión alternativa. So I chose this one. I didn't choose the red one, and I didn't choose the pink one. I chose the blue one because I wanted to choose the blue one. Maria usually chooses the pink one. And because Maria chooses the pink one, I prefer to choose the blue one. Because I don't like to choose the same pencil as Maria. Maria chooses pencils for girls. I prefer colors for boys, like blue, black. But Maria, when she comes, she always chooses the pink one. She's a girl, all right? And she often chooses the yellow one. Yesterday, she chose the pink one and the yellow one simultaneously. But today, I have chosen only the black one and the blue one. All right. Our sponsors want to say something, so let's stop for a moment. Okay, as you remember, tal y como recordarás, as you remember, before the break, I chose 4 pencils. I chose a black one, I chose a blue one, I chose a purple one, and I chose a yellow one. What? Richard, excuse me, you didn't choose the purple one and the black one before the break. Yes, I did. Don't you remember? Just before I stopped, just before I said, and now our sponsors want to say something, I quickly chose the yellow one and the purple one. No, you didn't choose the yellow one and the purple one, Richard. You talked about Maria choosing the pink one. I didn't say anything about Maria. Yes, you did. I didn't say anything about Maria. I chose 2 more pencils just before the break. Earlier, I had chosen these 2. Pluscuamperfecto, había elegido. Earlier, I had chosen these 2. And then at the last moment, I chose another 2. You never chose those other 2, Richard. You're pulling my leg. You're playing a joke on me. No, I'm not. Well, next when I come back, I'll choose some more. But in the meantime, another teacher's waiting to say something to you.
Hello, welcome back. My name is Carly. Glad to see you again. I'd like to introduce my student, Annette, before we start. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Excellent. All right, if you're ready, we're going to continue with an irregular verb, to choose. All right, you at home have to focus on the pronunciation and the intonation. The only way you can do this is speaking out loud. Siempre en voz alta. Always out loud, please. Promise me. All right, choose, the past.
Chose.
Good. Participle?
Chosen.
Excellent. Choose, chose, chosen. And just opening your mouth. Choose, chose, chosen. Excellent. Let's see. Ask me if I always choose my own clothes.
Do you always choose your own clothes?
I almost always choose my own clothes. Sometimes my mother chooses them for me, but she has good taste. Good taste, we say. Very good. Do you always choose your own shoes?
Sometimes.
Good. Who helps
Sometimes
you?
I choose my own clothes.
Your own shoes.
My own shoes.
Yeah, or clothes.
Yes, or
Good.
clothes.
Do other people help you choose your own clothes?
My daughter.
Perfect. Tell me.
My daughters help me to choose my own clothes.
Excellent. What she said, my daughters help me to choose. That "to" is optional. It's wonderful, and you can take it out. My daughters help me to choose, or my daughters help me choose my own clothes. They're both perfect. Very good. Ask me what the last thing I chose was.
What was the last thing you chose?
Excellent. The last thing I chose was a glass of orange juice at a cafe. In English, we don't say bar for everything. Bar in Spain, like a cafe. In English, a bar is only where you drink. So a cafe is a coffee shop. Yeah, good. So the last thing I chose was a glass of orange juice, some vitamin C. Let's see. Did your best friend choose the shoes that you're wearing?
No, she didn't choose the shoes I'm wearing.
Perfect. The shoes I'm wearing, because I'm wearing them right now. That's happening right now. Ask me if my mother chose the highlights in my hair, las mechas, the highlights.
Did your mother choose the highlights in your hair?
In fact, she did choose the highlights in my hair. We went to the hair salon together and she said, Carly, I think that color would look good. So yes, she chose the highlights in my hair. Let's see. Did you choose to wear that handkerchief or did your daughter choose?
I chose to wear this.
I-
I chose to wear this handkerchief.
Perfect. I chose. Look at my mouth. Choose, chose. Perfect. Choose, chose. Tell me.
Chose.
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 Excellent. One more time.
Choose. Chose.
Good. And I can see her mouth. I can see Annette's mouth go choose, chose. Choose, chose. Yeah, and that ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. All about opening your mouth really wide. Very good. Ask me who chose these earrings.
Who chose those earrings?
Excellent. These, those, the distance, yeah? Who chose these earrings? I chose these earrings. Ask me where I saw them and decided to choose them.
Where did you see them and decide to choose them?
Excellent. Good memory, too. I saw them in Mexico, and I decided to buy them and choose them in Mexico because I liked them. Very good. Did you... different question. In the morning, do you choose to drink tea or coffee?
I choose to drink tea.
Excellent. Me, too. Ask me what I choose to drink in the afternoon.
What do you choose to drink in the afternoon?
Very good. I choose to drink coffee in the afternoon, but tea in the morning, because I need a little boost in the afternoon, a boost of energy. So I drink a little cup of Spanish coffee, and I'm like this all day. Excellent. Did you choose to come to Spain?
Yes, I choose to come to Spain. I chose to come to Spain.
Excellent. Good, good, good. I chose to come to Spain, because we're both not from Spain. That's right. She chose to come to Spain. Ask me when I chose to come to Spain.
When did you choose to come to Spain?
Good. I chose to come to Spain 2.5 years ago. Oof, more, almost 3. 2.5, almost 3 years ago. Good. I chose to come to Spain almost 3 years ago. Let's see. Did you choose to get married?
I chose to get married.
Excellent. Freedom of choice, right? Yes, I chose to get married. I had the freedom to choose to get married. I chose to get married. Good. Ask me what the last book I chose to read was.
What was the last book you chose to read last?
Last, just once.
Oh. What was the last book you chose to read?
Perfect. Good. What was the last book you chose to read? The last book I chose to read was Millennium 3. I told you, I'm obsessed with this book. I loved it. Good. I chose to read Millennium 3. Ask me why I chose to be an English teacher.
Why did you choose to be an English teacher?
I love English. I really do. I love grammar and I love teaching. So I chose to be an English teacher, to become an English teacher, because I love English and I love teaching. And the grammar in English I think is really interesting. It's easier than Spanish, I'm going to tell you. Good. Why did you choose to wear brown and not blue?
Because for this occasion, it was better to choose brown.
Well, wonderful. Good. Because for this occasion, I wanted to. Leave me alone. Perfect. Ask me if I had more choices this morning about what I was going to wear.
Did you have more choices this morning
Regarding.
regarding to wear.
Regarding what to wear.
Regarding what to wear.
Good. One more time.
Did you have more choices this morning
Regarding
regarding
what?
what to wear?
Excellent. Good. That was really long. I'm sorry, Annette. Good. You can say choices. That's the noun, right? Choose, chose, chosen. And I have choices. I have choices. That's a common error. A lot of my students say chances, but we say choice. Choice, right? I had two choices this morning. I was going to wear the green dress or the blue dress. I had two choices, and finally I chose to wear the green dress. Ask me what I chose to eat for breakfast this morning.
What did you choose to eat for breakfast this morning?
Perfect. I chose to eat a piece of toast and a glass of juice for breakfast this morning. A piece of toast and a glass of juice. Very good. What have you chosen to do today?
I have chosen to come here.
Perfect. I've chosen to come here with that contraction. I've chosen to come here. Ask me who I've chosen to call today.
Who have you chosen to call today?
Perfect. I've chosen to call two of my co-workers today, right? Every choice you make, every decision you make is a choice. Basically, I choose, chose, I've chosen. Ask me how many bottles of water I've chosen to drink today.
How many bottles of water have you chosen to drink today?
Good. I've chosen to drink 3 1-liter bottles of water. I'm very hydrated, I must tell you. How many, let's see, where is the next country that you're going to choose to visit?
The next country I'm going to choose to visit, it's going to be Germany.
Excellent, good. Let's see. She looks German, doesn't she? You could say the next country I'm going to choose to visit is going to be, or will be, is going to be Canada. She's going to Germany and I'm going to Canada. Very good with this choose. Chose, chosen. Get those right, open your mouth and you'll be great. Take care.
Hello and welcome back. All right, camera number 1, we have a lot of work to do. Okay, you know, I've been thinking that I just might retire soon. I might retire soon. I'm not sure. I haven't made the decision yet, but I might do it. I just might retire. You know, I might do it, but I might not do it. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking it over. What do you think? Should I retire or shouldn't I? Jubilarme ya del mundo en el ruido. To escape, to buy a house in Tahiti and Tahiti and to live there with the Polynesian women and men, to live in Polynesia and to enjoy life, to enjoy the last 20 or 30 years of my life and say, yes, esto sí que es vida. Yes, this is life, the life of Riley, yeah. What do you think? Do you think I should do it, or do you think I should continue teaching English for the rest of my life? Trying to teach Spanish people to speak English better, all right? What do you think I should do? I just might retire. I might retire. I might. I might. I might es puede que me jubile. En este caso, I might retire. Puede que lo haga. I might do it. También se dice I may. I may do it. I may not. She may come. She may not. She might come. She might not. May and might. May and might. Might is M-I-G-H-T. Might. May is como el mes de mayo. May. Puede que sea mayo ahora, you know, abril. It may be May, not April. Okay, May. I may do it is 50-50. Probably, I may do it. I may do it. I might do it. Para mí, en mi inglés, es menos probabilidad. Escucha. I may go to the beach, and I may not. 50-50. I haven't made a final decision. I may go, and I may not go. Aquí no se dice una contracción, no se dice mayn't, se dice may not. I may go, and I may not go. I really don't know. Now, si yo digo I might go to the beach, entre paréntesis se entiende, pero lo dudo. Es como un 20 o 30% de posibilidad. I might go to the beach, but I doubt it. Okay, I might. It might be true. It may be true. It may be true for me is a bit more probability. It may be true. It's maybe 50-50. All right? It might be true, but I really, honestly, I have my doubts. You know, they told me that the King of Spain is planning to abdicate in favor of his son, Prince Felipe. I heard a rumor the other day that the king is planning to abdicate in favor of his son. Now, I spoke to a friend of mine who has connections with the Zarzuela Palace, and he said, well, it may be true. I'm not surprised. It may be true. No me sorprende. A lo mejor es verdad. A lo mejor. It may be true. But me, I don't think so. Nah. It might be true. Maybe. It might be true, but I really doubt it. I don't think so. I don't think the current king is going to abdicate in favor of his son. It might be true, but I doubt it. Okay? Now, donde sí se diferencia más todavía en may y might es puede que llueva hoy. Puede que llueva hoy. It may rain today. And it may not. It may rain today. ¿Qué dijo Pepe? Dijo que a lo mejor lloviera. O a lo mejor iba a llover. He said it might rain. Cuando se empieza una frase en el pasado, no usamos may. Usamos might. Si alguien dice, escucha, voy a poner un caso raro en castellano. Pepe dice que puede que llueva. He says, Pepe dice, entre comillas, it may rain. Puede que llueva. Pepe dijo que pudiera que lloviera. Okay? Sounds strange in Spanish, but Pepe said it might rain. So in this case, might is really the past tense of may. Although in everyday English, when we say it might rain, it's almost the equivalent of it may rain. Okay. You know, I might be here. I might come back after this class. You know, when I finish this class with you, then I have to give the class to the advanced group of people. And when I finish that, then I can go home. But I might come back, okay, because I heard that Maria's going to stay here and work another program after this one. So she'll be the floor manager tonight for a special program. And I might come back to see it, because I would like to see Maria doing her job in a different kind of program. Because in this program, she doesn't have to do anything. All right, she just sits and reads magazines or paints her nails, okay, while she's waiting to tell me when to stop. But I would like to see her in a program where she needs to be active, you know. And she told me that after the advanced program today, after the advanced class, she needs to stay for another 2 hours. She needs to stay for another 2 hours. Fijaos que cuando decimos otras 2 horas, cuando ponemos un número después de otras u otros, siempre decimos another. Otros 500 años. Another 500 years. Es curiosa excepción a las reglas en inglés. Se supone que habría que decir other 500 years, pero no, another. And she's going to stay for another 2 hours because she's going to substitute. Substitute es sustituir temporalmente. To replace es sustituir permanentemente. She's not going to reemplazar. She's not going to replace the current floor manager in the other program. But she's going to substitute for her because the other one is sick today. And so I might come back. I'm not sure. I haven't decided yet. But I might come back to see Maria in action. All right. Because it's very different in other programs where they need the floor technician constantly busy giving indications, instructions. When floor managers finish their job, their tongue is hanging out and they have sweat on their upper lip, you know, and on their brow, on their forehead, because they have to work so hard. Here now, Maria's sitting over there, fat and happy, enjoying her magazines and painting her nails. All right? So I might come back. All right? Because I would like to see Maria in action. Yeah, doing her magic on the studio floor in Plateau, on the studio floor. Okay, but now she's telling me, she has stood up, she's standing now, and she's telling me I have only about half a minute left. So there's not really anything more I can tell you. I might do something different in the next segment. It's not here, okay? I have to teach something in the next segment, and I have to say something to you when I come back after the next teacher. I might talk to you about your effort, and I might talk to you about English in general, or I might say something about Maria. I don't know, I haven't decided. I might do one of 3 or 4 different things, but I don't know yet. I'll make my decision while you're with the next teacher.
Hello everyone, I'm Natasha, your teacher, and today to help me help you, I'm here with Luca, and she's going to help you a lot because her pronunciation is very good and because she studied a lot. Isn't that right? Hi Luca, how are you?
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. You?
I'm fine, thank you. How was your day today?
It was okay.
It was a great day, fantastic.
Fantastic.
Fantastic day, you have to be positive,
Okay, okay.
And now it's going to be even better, aún mejor.
Okay.
Yeah, is that right?
Is that right? No, that's right.
No, that's true. Yeah, it's right. Okay, let's start, okay? As you know, we're going to work on 5 words today, okay? We're going to work on the pronunciation and we're going to try and build up our vocabulary, okay? So let's start. Remember, I'm going to say it in Spanish and you and Luca have to say it in English, okay? The first word is equipaje. Equipaje. How do we say equipaje? Very good. Luggage. Luggage, okay? Luggage and the second syllable as if it were an I, como si fuera una I. Luggage, okay? One more time. Very good, okay? The accent on the first syllable. Let's see if Luca can say this.
Luggage.
Very good. Luggage, okay? And it has that difficult sound, the j sound, which is like a CH, but softer. Luggage, okay? The next one is suministro. Suministro. Very good. Supply. Supply, okay? Supply, as if it were s, not su. Supply. One more time. Very good. Okay, let's see if Luca can say this because it's a bit tricky.
Supply.
Very good. Supply, okay? Are you taking note of how she's pronouncing things? Okay, the next one is salvaje. How do we say this? Wild. Wild, okay? Wild, not willed, but wild. 2 syllables, wild. One more time. Very good. Let's see if Luca can say this.
Wild.
Very good. Wild. Why? Como por qué? Why? Y después old. Wild. Very good, okay? The next one is for you at home, okay? Billete de vuelta. Billete de vuelta. Very good. Return ticket. Return ticket. Now it's Luca's turn.
Return ticket.
Very good, very, very good. I have nothing to correct there, okay? And then the last one is pobreza. How do we say this? Very good. Poverty. Poverty, with an accent on the first syllable. Poverty. Okay, let's see if Luca can say this last word.
Poverty.
Very, very good. Very good pronunciation. I'm very happy. Okay, let's start with the grammar point of the day, okay? We're going to see might, the modal verb might, okay? Which means a lo mejor o puede que, okay? So for example, puede que vaya, I might go, okay? So it's for a future action that is a bit uncertain, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Do you
Yes.
understand?
Yes, I do.
Okay. What type of verb follows might?
I might go.
Exactly. The infinitive without to. Never might to go, okay? I might go. Okay, very simple, very easy, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, let's start, okay? With the translation list. A lo mejor compro un coche nuevo.
I might buy a new car.
Very good. I might buy a new car. I might buy a new car. Very good. The next one is for you at home, okay? Puede que sea de Eric. Puede que sea de Eric. Very good. It might be Eric's. It might be Eric's. Very good, okay? The next one is for Luca. A lo mejor voy a la fiesta.
I might go to the party.
Very good. I might go to the party. I might go, never to go. I might go to the party, okay? The next one is for Luca as well, okay? Puede que lleguemos tarde. Puede que lleguemos tarde.
We might arrive late.
Yeah, more common to say we might be late.
Be late.
Yeah?
We might be late.
Very good. We might be late. We might be late, okay? Be careful because it's very common in Spanish to say, we will be late, maybe, okay? Or it is possible that we are late, okay? It's not that common to say that, okay? It doesn't sound very, I don't know if it's ungrammatical, but it doesn't sound very common. We usually use modal verbs, okay? We might be late, okay? The next one is for you at home, okay? Puede que llueva. Puede que llueva. Very good. It might rain. It might rain, okay? Very good. The next one is for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Puede que me llame mañana.
He might call me tomorrow.
Very good. He might call me tomorrow. He might, never to, he might call me tomorrow. Okay, let's get Luca to answer the next one. Are you ready?
Yes.
Puede que sea verdad.
It might be true.
Okay, Luca just used may, okay, which you might know as well, okay? This modal verb, may, has the same meaning as might, okay? It's exactly the same. Today we're practicing might, but you can also use may for future possibilities, okay? Like, it may rain is perfectly correct, okay? In my case, personally, I don't know if it's an Australian English thing, I use might more than may, okay? But that's up to you because they mean the same thing. Do you want to repeat? Puede que sea verdad.
It might be true.
Very good. It might be true. Very good. The next one is for you at home, okay? Puede que aprobemos el examen. Puede que aprobemos el examen. Very good. We might pass the exam. We might pass the exam, okay? Remember that it's the exam. The, not the, because exam starts with a vowel, okay? Con una vocal. So we might pass the exam. Very good. The next one is for you, Luca, okay? A lo mejor él soluciona mis dudas.
Maybe.
Ah, no.
No.
¿Cómo lo diríamos?
Eh,
¿Qué estamos practicando hoy?
might.
Very good. Entonces, ¿sujeto quién? Él,
Él. He might. What was
clarify.
He
Lo repito otra vez, ¿ok? A lo mejor él soluciona mis dudas.
might clarify my doubts.
Very good. He might clarify our doubts. Again, it's very, very common in Spanish to translate directly and to say, maybe he will clarify my doubts, or it is possible. But it's much, much, much more common in English to say, he might clarify our doubts, okay? The next one is for you at home, okay? Puede que ella lo pierda. Puede que ella lo pierda. Very good. She might lose it. She might lose it, okay? The next one is for Luca. You ready?
Yes.
Puede que esté fuera todo el fin de semana. Puede que yo esté fuera todo el fin de semana.
I might be out the whole weekend.
Yeah, the whole weekend or all weekend. One more time.
I might be out all weekend.
Very good. Puede que esté fuera. I might be out all weekend, okay? The next one is for you at home. Puede que tengas razón. Puede que tengas razón. Very good. You might be right. Never have reason. You might be right, okay? O puede que no tengas razón. You might not be right. Or you might be wrong, okay? Never have reason, okay? Thank you very much. Keep on
Thank you.
practicing might, okay? And at home, remember, study, practice, and review as much as possible. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Okay, class number 126 is over. Forever. I will personally never come back to class number 126 because it's ancient history. Okay? But you, yes, I urge you to go back. Maybe this weekend on the internet. And to watch this show again. To listen to me use the verb might. Things I might do or things I may do. Now, I might continue talking for the next 20 minutes. I might sermon you for 20 minutes, but I don't think so. I may finish within the regulated time, because Maria will tell me, but I have just enough time to remind you of the absolute value of study. Nobody has learned a second language well without investing a lot of time. Así que a invertir, my friend. And see you tomorrow.